This story here is absolutely insane. A MAGA candidate in Michigan used AI to have Dr. King, the voice of Dr. King, endorse his campaign. Anthony Hudson dropped this insane ad.
I have another dream. Yes, it is me, Martin Luther King. I came back from the dead to say something. As I was saying, I have another dream. That Anthony Hudson will be Michigan's 8th District's next congressman. Yes, I have a dream again. Okay, now I am going back to where I came from. Goodbye.
My name is Anthony Hudson, and I approve this message.
Hudson has since deleted this from his TikTok. Matt, what the hell?
This is horrible. First, I don't know how anybody on his team thought this made any sense to release this ad, how they did not immediately think this was a horrible decision. It doesn't sound like Dr. King. I mean, same cadence, but it's very obviously not his voice. And the biggest part of it is just, why do you think you can make him a mascot, right? You know, just use his voice in this way and use such iconic words to serve your campaign purpose, particularly when it is highly likely that every part of your policy is completely contradictory to what he stood for. I think it's disgusting, and I'm surprised somebody on his team did not tell him to not release this ad.
Utterly unbelievable, Julian.
I was sitting there cracking up, Roland. I mean, it's not funny because it's abuse, but it is funny because, first of all, anybody who's alive knows that Dr. King is not. And coming back from the dead is not something that human beings do. This man has to have lost his whole bloody mind to have done such a thing. And I agree with Matt. I mean, he must have a campaign team. Who told him that this was acceptable? Who told him that it was going to fool anybody? Because it probably hasn't. Who told him anything? This is just a bloody fool, and he has proven why he's unworthy to hold public office. Again, like I said, when I first heard it, I just started giggling. I'm like, really? You really think you're going to get away with that? But the bigger picture, Roland, is AI and some of the challenges and distortions that it can cause. We've already seen several celebrities say that their voices were used in ways that they would not have approved of. We know that people's likenesses have been used in ways that they would not approve of. Legislation is always years behind actual innovation. But this is not innovation, and we really do need to have somebody, the Congress particularly, perhaps rather, and certainly at the state level, look into this use of AI. It's abusive, and it can be very distorted. I don't think anybody's fooled by this silly commercial, but I do think that there are instances where people have been fooled.
Kelly.
To Julianne's point of people being fooled by AI, it happens every single day. I mean, scammers can call you sounding like a relative or somebody that you think you might know, or somebody who claims to know a loved one. You know, I've heard such things as, your loved one's in jail, or we've taken them hostage, et cetera, et cetera. So that lane of AI already exists, and it's absolutely disgusting. To Dr. Malvoy's point, it is absolutely disgusting to use it in that way. But back to the clip, I am thoroughly convinced, and no one can convince me otherwise, that Republicans in the MAGA camp have a humiliation kink. There is no other way to explain the unexplainable, that is putting something like this out there, knowing that it's fake, knowing that you're going to get traction from it, knowing that you're going to get, viral likes and all of these things. But the humiliation that underlies that, you got to get off of on it. You have to, because otherwise, why? Right? I think that things like this, Marjorie Taylor Greene talking out the side of her neck all the time, other Republican and MAGA people who just say things for a soundbite because they know it's going to get clicks. I think it's a humiliation kink. Right. Humiliation kink. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Time to get paid, blow up like
Fanbase exclusive audio rooms are here. Now tap, talk, and get paid. monetize your live podcast and most engaging conversations. You can now create exclusive audio chat rooms only for your subscribers and biggest fans. And as a user, subscribe, listen, and talk to your favorite creators. Now tap, talk, and get paid. Because everyone's a fan of something, and everyone has a fan base. I'm blowing up like you thought out, and if you don't know,